apple crisp. Cheap and delicious dessert. Great with ice cream, but honestly I love it as is. I hope you will enjoy it. For the apple crisp, I will need 3 apples. The best type of the apples is a green one. This particular is Granny Smith, the best one for our purpose. It will be regular all-purpose flour, white sugar, and brown sugar. You see brown here. And 2 packages of instant oatmeal, which is regular one without any additions. Ground cinnamon, and I will use a butter, but I need for these 3 apples, I need a half a stick. So it's roughly 60 grams if you measure it in grams. And the form that I will be using this particular one. Let me clean a little bit. The size is like this. You see my hands in there. I prefer this one because it has a lid, which is very convenient. But this type also work well. So it's up to you what the form you will prefer. First step, I will peel my apples. And cut them in such a way that the middle is out of food. I don't need the middle. So I'm doing it this way and cutting one once again. So now I have them as a small pieces, and I will be putting them to form and separating from each other with all my apples. Here, for example, it's already internal part, so I will be going around and cut it more. Stirring again and again till my apples are over. Now it's time to set the oven to preheat it. It will be 350 Fahrenheit, or with regular baking I will use 175 Celsius. And you see that here I melted the butter because I need it melted. You see different pieces and it's good. Now I will be using white sugar. I have a half of cup of white sugar, and I will add here to the sugar half a teaspoon of the cinnamon. And mix it. So you see I'm mixing sugar with cinnamon. And one more thing that I need to add flour. I just adding 1 full tablespoon of the flour and mixing it with the sugar to have it all together. Spread it evenly. And now I will add this sugar with flour to my apple. I will just sprinkle it, mixing it all together, because it will set apples when they will be baking. I'm done with the sugar. And next step is I need to add water. Okay, I spread it as evenly as I could. And I have a cup half of the cup with the water and I just pour it on top. And that's it, nothing else. Now let's make a crisp. For this purpose, I have already melted butter here. Not sure that it's visible. Okay, you will trust me in this. I have half cup of the flour, regular flour, half cup of brown sugar. If you don't have brown sugar, just substitute it with the white one, it's okay. And those packages of oatmeal, they a little bit more than half a cup, but they are packaged, so theoretically we would stick with the half a cup. You can play around and try to use one package instead of two. I am using two, so we have butter melted and I will add everything all together, but first I need to add a little bit baking powder, like quarter of the spoon to the flour, and the same with the soda, small amount of soda, and I will mix it. Now it's time to put all together, so I have three components once again. This sugar, flour. Let's start with the sugar. I'm just adding it and mixing everything with the butter. And have a look, what do we have here? I do have it ready, and all that I need to spread it on top of apple. That's it, we are done. So this is how it looks like now. Oops. Now the oven is ready and I will put our apple crisp to the middle, like not absolutely middle, I would say one rack lower than top, to the oven for 40 minutes. In 20 minutes I will check is it ready or not. 40 minutes over, it's time to get our apple crisp. This is how it looks like when it's ready. It's bubbling and it's better to be served with ice cream. You can keep it for several days when it's cooled down in the fridge and just warm it up in microwave if you want to. Enjoy.